multi-exclusive dimensional being God with another exclusive. Today's video is going to be about Sun and Virgo, which is pretty much analyzing details, being self-sufficient, being critical and over analyzing and worrying more about what we need to basically be focusing on. And of course, when we got the moon in Sagittarius, which only spend 2 days, the moon is fast as fuck, fast as on the motherfucking bracket. But when we talk about moon and Sagittarius, it's basically dealing with free spirits, being optimistic. That's dealing with being more mutable, being more open, being more self-sufficient. Not basically analyzing the details, but basically having a solution and being holistic on that. And that's basically the other side of Pisces. So basically, we're gonna be reacting, responding, and more free spirited, dealing with spirituality, dealing with expansion, growth, dealing with abundance, luck, feel me, and it's a grand trine too. So basically, always take advantage of these opportunities because at the end of the day, yeah, it may look foggy, it may look crazy and shit. Life may be looking out of pocket, but at the end of the day, are you dreaming? Are you basically visualizing your dreams, or are you basically falling into the pursuits of somebody else's? Feel me? At the end of the day, you only got yourself. You came here alone. You leaving alone. Feel me? So it's all about being consistent. It's all about having stability and being on point. And of course, Sun and Virgo is basically gonna manifest that because basically once the Sun leaves Virgo, it's basically going to Libra, which is partnership, balance, companionships, relationships. So if you ain't got a good relationship with yourself, how you gonna have a good relationship with you, people, places, and things in the world? How the fuck universe gonna work with you? Feel me? So yeah, let's get into these energies today too. Also, we got Moon square Neptune, so that's basically learning how to utilize our imagination, basically being more into getting out of our private matters and shit, and basically being more open and optimistic to other people, places, and things, and sharing our imagination. Because for me, the moon like to be home, and of course, Neptune it like to get around, like to have imagination, like to get lost. For me, but if we ain't getting lost with somebody with that imagination, so there's no purpose and there's no use. When we got Venus opposing Jupiter, it's basically having luck, and having hope and love, and learning how to have balance in that shit, and not procrastinate. Feel me? Not be with a person, place, a thing that don't serve you in your best interest. Feel me? We learning how to like basically find our true love natures and our true desires and shit that's gonna make us happy and have balance in our life. If it ain't the person that's in front of us, then we gotta let these motherfuckers go. No, we gotta get rid of these motherfuckers. Also, we got Venus trine Neptune. So it's basically having passion and focus and having romance and love into the favor. So basically, when we got Venus trine Neptune, it's basically love and appreciation and goes towards being more self sufficient, being more optimistic, and being more free spirited. So that's a good trine right there. So take advantage of this shit. Utilize this, do this in your ritual and your spell, and then it may basically manifest. I mean, your love, your appreciation, your values. Also, we got Mars square Saturn, so it's basically dealing with self-work limitations and worrying about guilt. So at the end of the day, you're gonna worry about your dreams, your goals, or you're gonna basically be worrying about other bullshit, or you're gonna basically take it serious and basically own up to what you need to do in life. Also, we got Jupiter sextile Neptune, so it's basically having harmonious dreams, and basically when you have this alignment, you can basically bring growth into your dreams and shit, depending on how spiritually strong you are. Every day is an uphill battle, but if you can be consistent and be focused and basically be committed to that shit, they can basically bring fruits and labor to your life. Also, we got Moon trine Mars, so basically just dealing with feelings of confidence, having passionate, and basically analyzing this shit. So if you can utilize this, and if you playing good seeds, you're gonna feel it. If you playing bad seeds, you're gonna feel the opposite too. You're always gonna manifest, but it's all about the harmonious or the harmful aspect about the shit too. Also, we got Mercury trine Uranus, so this basically dealing with the way we think and communicate is gonna basically dealing with self-sufficient, thinking outside of the box, and basically having harmonious ideas and concepts depending on what you're thinking about. If you're thinking outside the box about negative shit, that's what you're gonna attract. Your mind gonna go fucking far out in space, and basically you're gonna attract the opposite too. So you need to basically remember your mind creates your reality. So what you're thinking about is what's gonna manifest. Also, we got Mercury. Also, we got Venus opposing Pluto. So it's basically watch out for manipulation, watch out for strong feelings and emotions, deep desires from people, places, and things. Your ass might get killed for basically fucking around with somebody's heart today, too. Or it could basically play down to that spectrum. So be careful, be very aware of that shit, too. Shit can be very hurtful and detriment, too. So basically, that's an opposing energy. So Venus don't like being in Pluto. Pluto don't like being in Venus too. Basically, I don't fuck with it because feel me, that's love versus hiding shit. And if you ain't balanced with shit, then shit don't go into your favor, don't go into your spectrum too. Also, we got moves Mars square Pluto, so it's basically learn how to find our hidden power, our hidden experiences and circumstance situations that basically what drives us and shit. Everybody feeling the need to have a spiritual awakening with this and to basically utilize this and have self transformation to things that basically don't serve us no purpose in life. We need to get rid of that shit, whether it's hidden or whether it's surface level. Get rid of it. Also, we got Saturn conjunct Pluto, so it's basically having the term determination, goals, and success in life. So basically, don't let anything hold you back. And when you allow that shit, that's when things get foggy. But basically, having the cardinal Saturn, which is determination, restrictions, and limitations, and also Pluto here with death and transformation, spiritual rebirth, and generation. It's a good aspect, basically, to take power and control over that shit too. Learn how you learn your power. Also, we got Neptune sextile Pluto, so it's basically learn how to transform any hidden desires or hidden things that basically didn't hold his purpose or kept his word down the line, which your weak ass preachers be out here thinking that they knowing the good word, but they don't know shit, and they weak as fuck because they allowed the motherfucking government to shut down their church, but they not out here in these streets, basically putting on. Feel me? These motherfuckers are just using y'all for the money. Feel me? Certain shit like that. Also, we got Sun conjunct Mercury, so it's basically dealing with self-analyzing, self-expression, self-passion, and being more unique in our own manners and shit, and basically confidence. Also, watch out for egotistic natures. Also, we got Sun trine Mars, so it's basically dealing with self-energy, control, passionate, and being committed to our goals. Also, we got Sun trine Uranus, basically being unique and dealing with the future preference and meeting new people, places, and things, and having new experiences and shit. This will pop up too. Whether you got a new job, new career and shit, or you just basically just move. It's a good time to connect with people that's on your frequency, vibration, energy. Moon square Mercury is basically learning how to have. This is dealing with depression. So if you thinking negative, or if you're going through circumstance situations, get yourself out of that quick, or it's gonna manifest more negative circumstance situation. Of course, especially when that motherfucking retrograde get here, you don't want that to basically be on your mind. You want positive shit to be on your mind. Also, we got Mercury trine Jupiter. So basically, your dreams, imagination can come into existence no matter which way you look at it. That's why it's always good to dream big and dream powerful, because this shit will manifest and it will take shape and form. So whatever's on your mind is gonna manifest, especially if you harnessing the energy and acting out on your natures. Also, we got Mercury opposing Neptune, which is basically dealing with focus, basically taking our mind out of the place. And Neptune don't really fuck with Mercury like that, because Neptune gonna be all over the place. It's gonna be foggy and shit, especially if you ain't meditate or if you ain't in harmonious natures and shit. It can get very foggy. Also, we got Venus opposing Saturn, so basically not being satisfied, not having satisfaction and shit. So of course we gonna feel the need to basically have limitations and restrictions with our love matters and shit. Not put ourselves out there to get hurt, and basically find balance in between what we need to basically be working on. Also, we got basically we dealing with Jupiter trine Uranus, so it's basically dealing with talents, creations, and uniqueness, and being focused. And for me, try not to be lazy with this aspect too. Get up off your ass, take advantage of that. Also, we got Jupiter conjunct Pluto, so it's basically dealing with hidden passions and shit that we need to basically take from under us, which is buried, which was deeply buried and deeply rooted. So basically, we need to take care of this and take this in responsibilities and basically apply this to the world, because good fortune and good passion gonna bring you what you need to and where you need to be in life. Also, we got when we dealing with Jupiter in the first house, it's basically being more cheerful, having visions, having talent, and basically applying that too. And when you got if you want to bring good fortune and bring luck, when you got Sagittarius and Aries, you need to be self-sufficient, you need to be passionate, you need to be a leader, you need to basically lead people, places, and things, get into something, spirituality or sports, or just basically working out. For me, bring your athleticism to the world. Need that. If you got a moon and Sagittarius, this is basically what you're going to be receiving from people, places, and things all around the world. For me, it's a reflection. When you got We got Jupiter in the second house, basically dealing with learn how to plan things, getting out of circumstance situations, overcoming any obstacles, and basically having values and pleasures. When you got Sagittarius and Taurus, it's basically you need to focus on being stable, being practical, and basically not overindulging into certain values, but basically being more open and optimistic for new circumstances, situations, and opportunities to play into your spectrum. And when you got the moon, um, yeah, if you got the moon in Taurus, you're gonna be receiving this kind of energy from people, places, and things. When you got Sagittarius in the third house, basically dealing with planning things, having communication, connection, and basically being optimistic and having an open mind. And when you got this in Gemini, basically you're gonna be focusing on studying. For me, because you know college is around the corner too. For a lot of people that's out there, that's got Mercury in their charts, studying, expanding, growth, teaching, traveling, and getting out there, and working on things that's basically gonna pursue you and put you in a circumstance situation, bring more structure in your life, and basically, if you got Moon and Gemini, you're gonna be attracting these people, places, and things to basically open you up to these manifestations and opportunities in life. Also, when you got Sagittarius in the fourth house, it's basically dealing with connection, being more optimistic, and basically having loved ones around, being more nourishment and more caring. When you got this in Cancer, it's basically dealing with being more loving, being more caring, and being more protective. So basically, whether you protecting information from people, places, and things, or loved ones, or you as perspectives, you basically you act out in these natures, you could bring good fortune. Especially if you got this, if you got a moon in Sagittarius, it's basically what you're gonna be basically. If you got a moon in Cancer, it's basically what you're gonna be receiving. Feel me? If you got Sagittarius in the fifth house, basically dealing with being passionate, being more open, teaching people, places, and things, having more creations and more connections. We got this in Leo, just being more confident, having more self-esteem, and basically being more open, being more entertainment, taking center stage, and expressing yourself in a more passionate more way. If you got this in the moon, this is what you're gonna be receiving from people, places, and things. And of course, when you got this in the sixth house, dealing with business, faith, and health. If you got this in Virgo, you need to act out the natures of being more helpful, being a service to people, places, and things, being more honest, and basically being more organized and dealing with health and being more practical, get into vegetarian, whatever we want to do. It's gonna be an opportunity and go grand shine. Also, if you got this in the moon, if this moon is in Virgo, just what you're gonna be receiving from people, places, and things. Got Sagittarius in seventh house dealing with balance, dealing with being more unique, getting away from drama, and basically being more loving and caring. Basically, when you got this in Libra, you're being more fair-minded, being more having more bond is basically, and being more comfortable with the results of being more cardinal and basically initiating and creating circumstance situations that basically put both of y'all in good partnership and goals and oriented. We got this in Libra in the moon. You're gonna be receiving this from people, places, things. So you got this in your eighth house, basically dealing with imagination, deep desires, solutions, being more investigated. We got this in Scorpio, it's basically being more open, taking more power control and having more willpower and be more passionate, helping people, places, and things, and healing people, places, and things, whether it's dealing with sex, deepness, and transformation. Got this in the moon, just what you're gonna receive from people, places, and things. Sagittarius in ninth house, knowledge, wisdom, expansion, growth, freedom. And of course, when you got this in Sagittarius, dealing with action, speech, being more utilizing actions more louder than words kind of methods. And we got this in the moon. This is what you're gonna receive from people, places, and things. Sagittarius in 10th house, basically dealing with nourishment, more being more serious, having more knowledge and wisdom, being more passionate, having more skills. And we got this in Capricorn, it's basically dealing with being more organized and being having long term effects where it's going to put you from point A to point B to point C. If you got this in your moon, this is what you're going to receive in groups, helpfulness, and being more open and basically connecting with people, places, and things. Is dealing with 11th house and Aquarius. And if you got this in your moon, what you're going to be receiving. Got this in Pisces, basically just dealing with being more of a guru, saving the planet. And if you got this in this 12th house, basically having faith and being more open and optimistic and basically healing other people, places, and things, being more universal, being more loving, more caring, being more sensitive to the details, and basically being more practical and having faith and believing in yourself. Because basically, when you utilize this and act on these natures, everything will work out into your motherfucking favor, and that's real shit. And that's basically the energies of what we're gonna be dealing with tomorrow, also, and the day after that.